I would come on here and give you 10 reasons why I'm voting for Donald Trump. Or I didn't tell you that I was going to give you 10, but I've got 10 really good reasons. I told you on Twitter I would come on, I would tell you why you should vote for Donald Trump, and I've got 10 really good reasons, only a couple of them of which are reasons against Joe Biden. So you're going to love it.
Okay, go for
it. Okay. Number one, Trump is not a politician. Trump is not a career politician. That's what everybody's wanted in Washington, D.C. for a long, long time, both Republicans and Democrats. Donald Trump is not a politician. He's not a career politician. He's not been a part of Washington, D.C. He's been a businessman. He's not like connected to the inside Washington, D.C., money class where it's super slimy and super corrupt and everything else. He comes from New York City. He was in real estate. He was in TV. He's not a politician. He's an actual businessman. Everybody's known for a long time we want an actual businessman in office and not a politician. That's the number one reason to vote for Donald Trump. Number two, we cannot reward what happened to Donald Trump with the Russia scam and the Russia hoax. What happened with the fake investigation into Donald Trump, alleging he colluded with Russia and he was an agent of Russia. He was a foreign agent. He was going to do whatever Putin wanted him to do. He's corrupt. He's taking money from Putin. The whole thing was completely made up. And that was a big, massive abuse of the government power that was done, against Donald Trump. And so we have to vote for Trump to push back against that. We cannot reward what happened to him. That was one of the most horrible things to ever happen to America. And you have to push back against that. That's the number two reason to vote for Donald Trump. Number three, we cannot reward what happened with the abuse of the impeachment power. What happened to Trump getting impeached for making literally a phone call where he asked for Joe Biden to be looked into because Joe Biden and Hunter Biden did incredibly corrupt deals all around the world. And so Donald Trump gets elected to push back against corruption. And then he starts saying, hey, let's look into this corruption. Now, all of a sudden he gets impeached for that. That's one of the greatest, constitutional travesties that this country's ever seen. Reducing the impeachment power to basically a, just a little partisan play toy thing. The impeachment power is now a joke. Like now presidents can do whatever they want. Like, what are you going to do? Impeach him? It's a joke now. They've made impeachment a complete joke. And so and Trump was a victim of them like abusing and twisting the Constitution to do a horrible impeachment against him. So that's number three. I put those two at the top because what happened to Trump truly is a travesty that we have to push back against. Number one reason is Trump is not a politician. That's the thing about Trump. Number two and number three are kind of like things that happened to Trump that we can't allow to be rewarded. And then number four is about Trump, and is one of the number one reasons to vote for Trump. Trump is great on the economy. Trump's policies have done wonderful things for the economy. Trump's been fantastic on taxes and regulations, and he's got wonderful policy. Whatever you don't have to like Trump as a person. You don't have to like Trump as a person, but objectively, he's good on the economy, and he had the economy doing the best it's ever done, and that helps all Americans, Republicans, Democrats, everybody. Same with Trump not being a politician. These things help every American, both sides, Democrat and Republican. Trump's not a politician. He's got great economic policies. Okay, the number five reason, Trump has got great trade policy, foreign trade policy. One of the most important things that the president does is conduct foreign policy, both with trade and military. And Trump has negotiated better trade deals. He actually cares deep down. He actually cares about American greatness and actually trying to make America have a better economy with these better trade deals. And he's standing up for America around the world. I don't think anybody can dispute that, regardless of what you think about it. And again, that benefits Democrats and Republicans. Number six, Donald Trump supports a strong U.S. military, but he does not like going to war. He's one of the most anti-war presidents we've ever had. I can't believe Democrats don't appreciate Trump for this, but Trump does support having a strong U.S. military, spending a lot on the U.S. military. But he's been very careful about using it, unlike the Democrats and Republicans who always use the U.S. military to start wars. And it's a massive thing. Again, this is one of the most important jobs of the president. And one of the most important jobs of the president on war and use of military. Trump has been good for both sides. Number seven is Joe Biden is a 47-year career politician, establishment hack. I mean, Joe Biden is the worst of the worst. I mean, you look at Donald Trump being a businessman, not being involved in politics, not being an insider. Joe Biden is literally the exact opposite of that. 47 years in the swamp. The exact opposite thing as most Americans want. Number 8, the radical left has become insanely radical. We could go into that with the Antifa and BLM and the whole 9 yards. The left has become totally unhinged. They hate the Constitution. They hate the United States. They're really sick, and we cannot let them take even a semblance of power. Number 9 is push back against the Netflix movies Cuties, crap like that, which is the disgustingness that's going on the left and what this rotten mainstream culture and Democrat ideas are pushing on the United States, mainstreaming freaking like essentially pedophilia. It's horrible what that Netflix movies Cuties was like. So number 9, push back against stuff like that. And then number 10, the last one, for Supreme Court picks, one of the most important jobs of the president is he picks Supreme Court justices and judges and lower court judges, and I think he's been fantastic on picking good constitutionalist, originalist judges and justices. And that's I thought of that, Demon. I thought of 10 reasons. I wrote them down, and there they are for you. 10 reasons to vote for Donald Trump.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Now convinced to vote for Trump. And I must go back to being an undecided voter. Anybody have